Gentlemen, what is a dead giveaway that a girl watches too much porn when you sleep with her? I dated a girl who was really into premature ejaculation porn, and she got annoyed when just her touch wasn't enough to get me off. That was weird. I had a GF like that too. I can't even make me come that fast, and I know exactly what I like. When she gets butt-fit about me not knowing rope play, like geez, I can barely tie my shoes. When they won't let a man wear a condom. At that point I'd walk. Wank. As a woman, one thing that baffled me at first was how hard it is to get it in sometimes. Like in porn, the vagina just sort of absorbs the penis. Absorbs. The vag shall consume. Consume. Enhance. Replicate. The angry, death grip hand job, followed by the expectation for a half cup of jizz. I'm an adult male, and have zero idea how much jizz is actually supposed to come out. Too much porn and Hollywood. Average is 3 to 5 milliliters, but it can range from 0.8-7.6 milliliters. So you're saying it would take like 10 billion different men to fill an Olympic-sized swimming pool with jizz? Or just a few men with a lot of time? Sorry to ruin your dreams. If you just want to float in it, you could get a small inflatable pool filled with far fewer people. No way around needing a lot of people or time if you want to make laps though. How do you burn the internet down? She keeps a grapefruit suspiciously near the bedroom. The sounds haunt me to this day. Sklitchilachilachilag. When they super speed jerk you off, but reality feels like they are trying to skin you down to the base. I had the opposite problem with a guy once. He said I was jerking him too slow, so he jerked himself off instead. LMAO. Being as rough on your equipment as they are in certain videos. Pro tip. Ladies, not all men want you to squeeze their balls like you're trying to get juice from an orange. How do I know that it wasn't a tip from Cosmo? Because if it was, there would most likely have been an Indian burn involved in addition to that. Or when she's on top and going as fast/hard as she can, and you're just laying there thinking, please don't break my dick. Please don't break my dick. Surprisingly, cowgirl leads to the most broken dicks. When she expects you to ejaculate more than 3 times in an hour. I saw a video where a guy was forced to come like a dozen times in an hour-long video. It was done in a single take. No cuts. I could feel his pain. What the fuck? Don't worry, I've seen the video, and it seems like the guy likes pain. How the F can he come 12 times in an hour? The best I can do is 3 in a day, and it feels awful. I knew a dude in high school who went 14 times in one day. He said that after session 7 to 8 he wasn't even ejaculating semen anymore. He described it was his dick dry heaving ghost loads. He also said it was awful, but he wanted to push himself. Push himself, for what? The Jizztown Grand Bricks Invitational? Some men climb Everest. Some guys come 14 times in a day. Expects to have 8 rounds. I told my ex I'm like a musket. I've got one fucking shot. I'm not throwing away my shot. Are you sure you downloaded the right version of Hamilton? I got Slamilton. It's the same, right? When she is sad you don't have that Ron Jeremy peen, or that you fuck for half an hour at a jackhammer pace and come buckets at the end. I may not have the Ron Jeremy peen, but I do have the Ron Jeremy body. My dick isn't 12 inches, but it smells like a foot, so there's that. When she wants you to fuck her in like 18 different positions, 16 of which are physically impossible, unless you're a bodybuilder, and she weighs 80 lbs. We call this move tossing the pizza dough. Off topic, but where can I find some honest to God sex ed? Saw the other thread and half of the terms I don't even know. There is a YouTube channel, Sexplanations, very broad and accessible, with a sexologist. She tells me that she doesn't have any money for pizza, but perhaps she can pay me some other way. Even after I explain this is just our first date and I've offered to pay for everything since I asked her out. You idiot, that's when you are supposed to give her a fetch quest, 25 wolf pelts, and not a hair short. She's watching porn while I'm trying to sleep. When she expects me to do all sorts of innovative freaky stuff, while she lays there like a dead horse, and I have to move her into any new positions. When she expects your cum to be tasty. Okay, u/thirst quenching _cum. It's the quenchiest. They expect 7 to 8 inches to be average size. I used to be a member of a message board around the turn of the century. 2 other members, a man from England and a woman from somewhere in the US, fell for each other. The man went to the US on a vacation to meet her. They ultimately decided that it wasn't going to work out and agreed to remain on their separate paths. A few months later there was a different discussion in another thread and the woman mentioned that up until recently she was under the impression that her dicks were about 8 inches. It suddenly became very apparent to me that Mr. England didn't meet her horizontal expectations, and that probably contributed to their fates of separation. F for that guy. The turn of the century, a message board. Where? On the wall at the local blacksmith? I don't know. You mean 20 years ago? I'm old. Right, I graduated high school in 2001, still feels like just a few years ago to me. She always expects you to show up with a pizza. Well, you're gonna need something to eat afterwards. I once dated somebody who made anime girl sounds during sex. It was a complete turn off and extremely uncomfortable for me. My ex-husband sounded like a girl pornster in bed. OHFUCK fuck yeah oh my god etc. Constantly. It was kind of distracting and a little bit of a turn off in the beginning, but then I got used to it. He was the most over the top dramatic person I've ever met and totally impossible to please. We got a divorce after a few years and he became a cheap looking drag queen. Life is weird. That escalated quickly. When she screams and moans like a pornstar. Hey babe. I just wanna fuck. I don't want to wake the whole apartment building, cause you're pretending all 4 inches of this is sending your soul to the almighty above. Kinda gives you a good rep though, kinda like a letter of recommendation but for sex. This is true, except when my neighbors are loud. I bang on the wall, and tell them to be louder cause I'm trying to finish. Every time she wants to rolleplay as an underage girl, and I find Chris Hansen hiding in the bushes. She. WHAT. SHHH. Don't tell him. When she pretends to have her head stuck in the clothes dryer, and calls you bro. Step bro. That's just the G-rated version. I knew a girl once who watched a ton of porn growing up. She was always complaining that guys didn't want to have sex with her. Contrary to what you see in porn, if you walk directly up to a guy 10 seconds after walking into the room, flash yourself and say, let's go out to the alley and fuck behind the dumpsters, most guys are going to see that as a red flag and maybe try to get as far away from you as possible. Darn, there goes my plan. Auto thoughts roll out. When she shows up trying to be a lifeguard, but I'm just in a bathtub. This isn't a beach. This is a bathtub. For anyone who hasn't seen it yet, link in description. Dude's acting is on point. When they think dicks go from flaccid to erect in 3 seconds and men don't need any foreplay. Says you're not as good as the porn I watch. Huge tell. A huge tell, unlike your dick. Oh, what a burn. Opposite, my wife had never seen a porn. No one believes me, but earlier this year we got frisky, and I decided to put one on, with her approval. I put on a silly one. Legend of Zelda themed. It was dumb. But whatever, I figured it'd be better than some interracial gangbang or something. Immediately she stops me and goes, whoa. I did not realize they showed the dick and pussy. That was all the proof I needed. I remember the first time I actually saw people having sex on camera. My mind was blown. I was so amazed. I was also, like, 13. Not all black guys are 10 inches. But I bet you're a 10 where it actually counts, my dude. Wholesome AF. Puts your dick in her mouth after anal. I never understood the appeal of that. Like, hey, you know that classic dick taste everyone's always saying is so great? Well, now try it with hints of your own shit on it. Chocolate dick. How do I delete someone else's comment?